What up, Michigan? What up? Today's video is going to be DoorDashing in Michigan. It is Christmas time. Everybody needs a little bit of side hustle money because Christmas presents are not cheap. And I dash anywhere from Wayne, Plymouth, Livonia, Farmington Hills, Troy, Bloomfield Hills, wherever my errands take me, I go door dashing. I have great tips for you. I hope you share, like, and follow. And here we go. Tips for door dashing in Michigan. It's really about breaking the algorithm. I'm one of those people who love to DoorDash at night because it lets me unwind and I make money on the side. So one of the things that you have to do is break the algorithm in your area. Know your area. I tend to cherry pick and I do very well. I've dropped to 20% just because I cherry pick. And that's one algorithm I've broken because my area lets me, because there's always going to be a good tipper. That's tip number one. Tip number two, stay put. Well, if you're accepting orders and you stay put, you're doing less wear and tear to your car. You're doing less wear and tear to your car, and the less wear and tear, the better. I don't want to add extra miles to my car, so I also cherry pick $2 for every mile if I can. Some days I'll be on the struggle bus until that next paycheck from my main job. Pro tip number 3, I never compromise my safety. I never compromise my safety. With that being said, I don't like late at night going to apartment complexes because something in my gut always tells me there's a Jeffrey Dahmer out there trying to snatch me. You know, you got to watch out for your safety. You got to when you're door dashing, you got to worry about you first. So am I going to get snatched? You know, when someone opens their door, am I going to get assaulted? There are serious things that happen and have happened on DoorDashing that have made the news, and I'm not trying to go down like that. So safety is number one for me. I also, before I pick up the assignment, zoom in on whether or not it's a building. I know my area well, so I know if I'm dropping off to, like, let's say an Amazon facility or work facility versus an apartment complex. I don't do apartment complexes in shady neighborhoods late at night. That's just my rule, especially since I love night driving because it's my way to decompress. So I kind of it's like my form of therapy, and I get to make money at the same time. So it's killing two birds with one stone. Pro tip number 4, I tap my messages that have the automatic messages, be there soon, and I always add to it, ETA is 7 minutes, and thank you so much for your kindness. Especially people who tip really well, I always say I appreciate your kindness, and a lot of the times they tip more, just saying, because you're delving into their emotions, I think. Pro tip number 5, which I really shouldn't even have to say, but DoorDash during your happy hour, which really is during dinner rush, because you get the most orders coming in, which means you can keep on cherry picking which ones you want as far as making extra money, because during the dinner rush, any rush, lunch, dinner, you just make more. Pro tip number 6. Are we on 6? When someone's asking you, this goes back to linking the safety tip. When someone's asking you to hand them the order, which I personally like leaving the stuff at the door, but when people ask you to hand them the order, what I like to do is ring their doorbell and then take a few steps back. So if I'm on someone's porch, just to make sure that I'm safe in case there is a creeper out there, I knock on the door, take a few steps back, especially if it's, you know, areas where there's not going to be any witnesses, like enclosed apartment complexes. Knock on the door, take a few steps back, and then go hand them the order, whatnot. That's something I like to do. It gives me reassurance that I'm a bit more safer. And plus, if someone is a creeper, you can sit there and take off running. No brainer. Pro tip number 8. Are we on 8? I legitimately will, when I'm on errands, turn on my DoorDash and wait until I get an order that's, let's say I want to go to Walmart. I'll literally wait until a DoorDash comes through use Walmart. Or if I want to go to the mall, I'll wait until that DoorDash brings me to the mall, you know. Tip number 9, and I really feel like this is going to hit home for a lot of people. We are in a messed up economy as far as expenses. You know, there's nothing as a 40-hour work week these days. Now, I work and I make very good money at my main job, but I'll tell you this much, I like to spend my money as well. And when I want myself something really, really nice, I don't mind DoorDashing. But I've come across people who are like, oh, I DoorDash on the side, and I'm like, girl, own it. You got to own it. I just feel as if not everyone is got the means. So I've run across people over and over and over, mothers that do it, that want extra cash on the side, people who work at factories that want extra cash on the side, people who are trying to pay for their weddings, all through delivery service on the side. I actually have a job that travels the world, and here I am DoorDashing on the side. I am not ashamed of doing it, and so there's that. I just need to share that because I think we all need to support each other making money. I don't know. There's no shame in my game. If you don't like what I do or the things I do, you don't need to be in my life anyways. So I just really feel as if I need to put that out there, because guess what? Ain't no one paying your bills but you. Alrighty. Oh, tip number 11. Always keep track of your deliveries on a chat. So let's say they ask you to hand them the order. I've had it to where there's some scammers out there who will snatch it out of your hand and say it was never delivered. And I'm like, what? And then you don't get the pay for it. So I'm like, what? That didn't happen. So now I always keep track of my orders, especially when there's a hand them the order. I at least go into my messages and say thank you so much for your kindness. I snap the food that's by their door, and then I knock, and then I hand them the order. Because there's people out there that just want to scam the system, and I just don't think it's right. So now you got to protect yourself when you're doing it. Tip number 11.
Here.
Or 12. Tip number 12, tip number 11.
All right, we gotta go get kids to feed. That's you.
Jump to task. Sherry, can you explain? We are doing crafting night, but we're gonna come back full circle. But we're gonna explain what jump to task means for DoorDash. Sherry, hit it.
That means you can sit there, and if an order is further away, you go to the closer order first, and then the other one last. You know, you could
Pro tip.
Romulus, and then one at my house. The one by my house was closer, so I didn't want to go to my house and Romulus and back to my house. So I hit the jump to task to go to the Romulus one, then DoorDash to my house.
Thank you so much for
There you go.
everybody.
Loretta's new DoorDasher. Can you give us a pro tip? Number 13.
I love my side job. Don't deliver alcohol past 10 o'clock anytime more than 15 minutes.
You didn't do that personally. Never.
I declined it.
Okay.
I knew.
Choose your battles.
Yes.
Choose your battles and
Don't take crappy jobs.
mm-hmm.